Hey, hi, this is Marco. Many entrepreneurs and leaders are underestimating proper rest or even relaxing during their work or hustle. Now, we should never underestimate proper rest and relaxation. Even when we are getting down the day, we are putting effort and time and energy into our projects. Why is that? Because our mind is really a marvelous tool that we can use for our own benefits. It has a built in so-called success mechanism. Now, that success mechanism is often jammed because we try to do things forcefully. We try to even consciously and forcefully, really by thinking about the stuff that we want to do or are working at to make it happen. But our mind is more than that. Our mind has basically two stages. One stage is the so-called forebrain thinking. It's in our cortex of our brain. It's the consciousness, basically. It's our conscious part of our mind that takes on all the information gathering, our logic, decision making, idea creation, whatever. The second part, which is the success mechanism, is basically our subconscious mind. And that subconscious mind is really not active, or we are not aware of it being active. This is a better way to see that. So our subconscious mind is the part that is really the success mechanism. But it does only work if we do not jam it. Now, our mind oftentimes gives us clues about the work we do, about solutions, about ways how to do or create something. But we have to allow it to do that job, basically. Now imagine this. In sports, as well as in business, there is a process, a concept that is basically the same. Now, I will give you an example of how we jam up our success mechanism. Now, imagine that our mind, our consciousness, our conscious mind, our forebrain is really working hard. We focus on the problem, we focus on figuring out the solution or figuring out ways how to go after a certain path to reach a certain result or our goal, whatever that might be for you. So think of that forebrain as if that forebrain would be your arm. Now, how would it be for you if you would have a big bottle of water and you would hold it with your arm extended for a long period of time, for an hour, perhaps? Now, I bet that after 5, 10, 15 minutes, your arm would hurt and it would shake. You would start shaking because the effort you have to put in to hold the bottle in the air with your arm extended is really laborious and it's draining. Now, your conscious mind is the same. It is a muscle. And if we put effort into our work, focusing day in, day out, 24/7 on the same projects, and even when we get back home, when we in the evening when we could relax, we put other things in front of us to be thinking about. Again, we put down the bottle, but we pick up another one. And our forebrain, our conscious mind is therefore always working. It's always doing something. Now, in order to release and relax, we have to basically take a rest. We have to rest properly. We have to be in a relaxed state. So this is when we put the bottle down and we don't do anything else. So the same applies in sports. In sports, we know that our muscles grow when we rest. Because when we work out, our muscle fibers are being broken up. They break, they tear, right? So when we work out, when we lift or run or any kind of sports, we basically break our muscles, and our muscles grow bigger when we rest, when those injuries of the muscle heal. This is when our muscles grow. So we do grow when we rest. The same applies in our day-to-day life, in our businesses. We get ideas, we grow as people, we get solutions when we rest, not when we work hard on something. This might have happened to you in the past. You might have had an idea when you were showering, or you were driving in your car and not thinking about your project or the problems that you were facing, and suddenly an idea popped in your mind. This is when you put the idea away from consciously thinking about that, and you allowed your success mechanism to take over. Because until we hold on to the idea or task that we are working on, we don't give it to our subconscious mind to take over. And this is the big aha moment that really can make a massive difference in your business, in your projects, in what you are pursuing. Perhaps you know some people who do that. One of the most known people and inventors, Thomas Edison, who invented the incandescent light, he was known that he was doing cat naps. So he was napping during the day, not because he was tired, but because he knew and understood how his mind works. So does your mind work, and this is really the key to understand. We have to understand how our mind works in order to apply it in our day-to-day life, in our business, in our projects, in what we want to achieve. And when we do that, when we start to understand, we can apply. When we do that, everything changes. We feel much more relaxed because we understand that when we focus on a task into gathering all the information, getting all the perspectives, getting all the insights and knowledge, and then allowing ourselves to rest, we can be sure that we are going to get the informations, the answers that we are seeking. So how do you relax? How do you rest? Basically, you can do anything that gives you a feeling of relaxation. You can meditate, you can do sports, you can do yoga, you can go for a walk, you can go and chat with your best friend and have some fun time. This can be anything that gives you a relaxed feeling, a feeling that makes you feel really comfortable, something that works for you. When you do that, you can expect the aha moment to come to you, and you will get ideas. You will be much more creative by getting those ideas when you do rest, when you properly rest and relax. And you can take this feeling also into your work. While you're working, you take on that feeling of relaxation, which makes the work much more enjoyable. You let go of the tension that you have in your body and in your head, in your mind, and everything starts flowing smoothly. We let our energy flow and the creativity just rises, and we are getting the momentum that we feel good with. And this is how you can really bump up your effectiveness. You can bump up and raise really the bar of what you can accomplish within a day. So, are you resting properly and relaxing? Thanks for watching, liking, and subscribing. This is Marco. See you next time.